Okay, here we are with another interesting piece of vintage electronics made by the Emenee Corporation. I think that was in New York, and there's no model number on this particular model. Got a couple of keys stuck here somewhere, and we're going to tear this thing apart, see if we can get it to play. Okay, we got the cover off of it, and we can see that the springs here, missing a spring. Got a broken spring right here and a broken spring right here, but we should be able to fix those either with a paper clip or a hairpin. We can repair that. These work like this. There is a rubber backing here, and this key clogs that hole when it's closed, and when you press it, it opens that hole up and plays a reed in behind here. And then there are preset reeds for chords on the unit, and the whole thing operates. There's a switch right there. I'm going to try to flip this over so you can see the motor. I can do this without knocking everything down. There we go. So these motors are bad to lock up if they're not in use, and it's pretty stiff. I might have just broken it loose, but you can see the vacuum motor right here, a centrifugal vacuum motor. So let's just see if it motor spins. We'll plug it in and we'll see if we can get the motor to spin. Great. If the switch is any good, lay this down where we can get to the switch right here. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, it's running. Not running great, but it is running. So let's see if we can let's let it speed up. Yeah, the motor's pretty tight, but it is spinning. So let's see if we can get it to play a note. Pretty weak. Missing a note there. Okay, so let's see if we can get the motor to spin up a little bit better. Let's put a little bit of oil on it. Okay, we'll put oil on the motor. Okay, pretty weak. And it might be because we should have a couple of notes playing here, because we've got they're blowing out the holes there. I don't know if it's complete, if there's reeds in here or what. So we're going to tear this whole thing apart and see if we can figure it out. It looks like it's glued together though, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. It's glued here, and this is glued in. Yeah, the motor's running fine. Let's unplug it. Let's do this. Let's take this switch off here so it's not giving us trouble. This switch is just find my pliers. Okay, got it plugged in. There's a valve of some kind here. Some kind of a valve here. play it backwards. See, it opens and closes. All right, so it's blowing. I can feel air coming out of the holes here. So we're gonna cover these up. Let's just tape those closed for now. And then we'll see if we can get more noise out of that. Okay, I've got these taped closed here. So let's see if we can get a little better sound. Oh, it's a little louder. Yeah, still not getting anything on the notes. So there's something wrong or something missing maybe. Maybe there's something missing or a squirrel nest in there. I mean, we have air blowing on this. Not sure how that works. I guess air is coming in here, coming into here, and blowing up through. I don't know where the sound is coming out. And I don't know what this little flap is right here. Piece of cork. But let's, I guess we're going to have to take it apart. Yeah, we can see the air blowing that piece of dust there. But there is something here missing, or where we don't have any reeds vibrating. So let's take it apart. I've got this back plate off here, and the motor's exposed, and I don't know. With it all glued together, I'm not sure we're going to be able to do anything with it without destroying it. Yeah, see, it's all glued together. Really wasn't made to take apart, was it? We might be able to do it. Yeah, that's just really hard glue. I don't know if we can see anything if we pull the fan out. So we can try to pull the fan out. If this glue will let go, it looks pretty hard. Yeah. Looks pretty hard. And if I heat it, I might melt and warp the plastic. But I think I'm going to have to do that in order to get the thing apart. Yeah, even this is molded in place with melted spaces, but at least it plays. So there must be reeds in here that play the chords, and I'm thinking there are reeds in here somewhere. Yeah, there's something broken, a spring or something that's not allowing air to pass through the reeds correctly. Something in here. I don't know. what I'd really like to do is to take this whole thing off right here. And I can pull the keys out. Let's do that. Let's just pull the keys out. And they've even got written letters on there. A, B, G, F, E, D, C. Okay, let's pull the keys out without breaking, and then see if we can see the reeds back in there. But there's something broken loose, and let's just pull the keys out just so we're not tearing them up. Okay, all we're doing is just lifting the keys out of their toggle right there and lifting them out. There we go. And I can see the reed bar back in there. It's broken loose or fallen loose or something. Trying to keep from breaking these springs, the key springs. Yeah, we're gonna have to pull this thing off, and we will try to heat it. See if we can heat that glue and get it to release. There we go. Okay. All the keys. And you say, how are we going to know which one goes back? Oh, we'll figure it out. Okay. So yeah, that whole reed bar is broken loose, and it's just falling out of there. So we've got to take this cover off. Got to take this cover off. I don't want to mess with the air if I can help it. So if we can get this glue to let go, let me pry on this a little bit with some heat, and I'll do it off camera because I'm going to need both. No way. I just even tried, and it's glued in there forever. So that's what I'm hoping to be able to remount the reed assembly or whatever is preventing that from pushing up against the keys like it's supposed to. My next strategy is to take a Dremel and cut all around here, and then I'll just glue it back with some silicone glue, and it's not super exact, but it ought to be fine. If I cut that and then lift that whole assembly off, cut all the way around the base, and then re-glue it. I can't do it any more damage than it already is. It's not working the way it is now because the reeds are broken loose from their holes. So we've got to figure that out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the Dremel, I'm going to cut all the way around. Okay, I've got the backside cut and free, and you can see it's starting to loosen up. But I can't cut the front. I can't get the Dremel tool in there to cut it. So I don't know. I want to go all the way to the bottom like I did on this, and it's pretty rough, but I think it'll glue. I think it'll glue back okay. I'm not too worried about it. I have an oscillating tool. I think I can use an oscillator to cut this, and that's what I'll try. Okay, I use the oscillating tool and cut across the front here, and now I've just broken it loose. There it goes. And sure enough, yeah, this glass, I think this is glass or plastic. I guess it's plastic. And the glue let go of the reeds thing that lays across the keys here. So if we glue this, just a quick pause, I wanted you to see these reeds close up. Back, just like that. Get it centered. Use silicone and silicone this back in place here. So yeah, we'll get this piece centered just right so that it's over the keys, the keyhole, and that's what was wrong. It just broke loose. The glue just let go. So we'll have to glue everything. I mean, like, I'm trying to keep from breaking the cork or whatever that material is. Feels like rubber or cork. But what we'll do is we'll put contact cement all over this, and then we'll put contact cement on this. And I think the contact cement will hold it. I think if we get contact cement on every one of these notches here, we should be okay, as long as it doesn't leak between the notes. Because if it leaks between notes, you push one note, two notes will play. But I think that contact cement is the secret. And I don't know if I've got any, but we'll check and see if I've got some contact cement somewhere, and we'll re-glue that. Okay, got it glued back in, and I'll let it sit for a couple of days. And I tested the air. I sucked the air through the couple of notes and got the reed to play. So I think the alignment is just right. So we'll just let this sit here and dry, and then we'll put it all back together and see if we can get a note to play. I've got the keys all cleaned up and all put back, and I put in new springs in the two keys that were acting up, and got new springs, and so everything is back and sealed. The glue is almost dry, and we're going to go ahead and give it a shot here, even though it's not perfectly dry yet. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get any keys to work. So let's see, audio, where's the switch? There it is. Okay, let me turn some light on here. All right, all the keys work. G, C, and D. All right, so it's working much better, and good strong audio. Yeah, good strong audio for 3 keys. Very good, very good. So we might actually even be able to play something here. We'll get somebody that knows how to play the organ, and we'll get them to play it. Here we are, the Emenee playing